Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas on championship weekend. And this is the girls under 17 final here at the 45th anniversary of Dallas Cup, presented by Coca-Cola. Great game ahead of us between Eintracht Frankfurt under 17s, the visiting German team, and FC Dallas Youth East TNL 2007. And we'll be back for kickoff after the national anthems in just a couple of minutes.
Please rise for the national anthem of Germany, followed by the national anthem of the United States.
Can Billy come out to play?
Yes! Woohoo!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2. And 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you.
Me?
Keep up, Doug. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya! The reviews are in, the critics are raving, even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Welcome back here to Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas, as we are getting set for kickoff between Eintracht Frankfurt and FC Dallas in this girls under 17 championship game. My name is Callum Squires. Alongside me is Nick Laupius. And Nick, excitement for this game is very, very high. This FC Dallas team and this Eintracht Frankfurt team have both yet to concede a goal in this tournament. The FC Dallas team has numerous members of the US under-17 national team, and obviously Eintracht Frankfurt a long way from home from Germany here in Frisco. What are you looking forward to in this matchup?
Well, I think the first thing is how will Frankfurt be able to kind of quell the FC Dallas attack? I mean, you look at the number of goals that they put up so far. Of course, the first one being a bit of an outlier with a 20-0 win over the team from Florida. I don't think you're going to get close to that, but this offense can put up some big numbers for FC Dallas. And like you said, lots of talent with a couple of those members of the under-17 national team. So for Frankfurt, again, being far away from home, going up against a high-powered offense, how are they going to kind of react in the first 10 minutes or so, see how the FC Dallas team, what kind of speed, what they use to attack. But it should be a lot of fun. You know, one of these streaks going to end today in terms of the shutout streaks. Be interesting to see which one goes. I mean, because Frankfurt, they put up some big numbers as well. They had a 5-0 win in their first game, 6-1 over SoCal Select. Both of those in the prelims, the 1-0 win against Team Canada in the semifinal game. So be a lot of fun to watch. Again, one of those shutout streaks will come to an end. But for me, the key is how will Frankfurt survive maybe the first 10, 15 minutes to see how this FC Dallas offense goes and attacks at them and how Frankfurt survives that.
And we're going to look right now at that Eintracht Frankfurt huddle as their young women get set to go here in what should be a great game. We're going to run you through the lineups real quick, starting for Frankfurt, who are longtime friends of this Dallas Cup competition. We have Schnee, Schulz, Sinarovic, Vogt, Scheu, Redmeier, Mezger, Munzert, Clay, Kilian, and Goren. And for FC Dallas, Armstrong, Beatty, Belcher, Harris, Gutierrez in goal, Gilmore, Hernandez, McClanahan, Storer, Wagner, and Traub. And we're underway. Eintracht Frankfurt looking to become the first international Dallas Cup Girls Invitational champion since its inception in 2021. And we'll say good evening to all of our friends over there watching back home in Germany. Just about 6:06 local time in Germany, across there in Europe. So schön Sie kennenzulernen, and for all of our German friends joining us here tonight. And there's a quick interception immediately from Yara Scheu, trying to get Frankfurt on the front foot. But here immediately come FC Dallas the other way. Charlie Harris trying to break forward. And it was Lily Schultz who came across to sweep that one up. As we mentioned, Frankfurt, a longtime friend of FC Dallas. The boys made their debut in 2004. And ever since 2006, Eintracht Frankfurt have competed in every single Dallas Cup that allowed international competition. Obviously, 2021, under COVID rules, was US only. But great to have them with us here today. Frankfurt have won 6 boot and ball trophies, most recently in the 2022 boys under 14 division, and they'll be looking to add their first girls championship at FC Dallas here today. For this FC Dallas under 17s ECNL team, a ton of talent, highlighted by Kiara Gilmore, Trinity Armstrong, and Riley McClanahan, who helped the US under 17 national team win the 2024 under 17 CONCACAF championship in Mexico back in February. They're currently 11-0-0 in ECNL conference play. And as we alluded to already, through 4 games, 34 goals scored by FC Dallas, none conceded. And let's not sniff at Frankfurt, who themselves have scored 16 goals with none conceded. And I know there's a ton, of passionate Eintracht Frankfurt fans back in Germany tuning into this one. Glad to have you with us. That's a free kick for Frankfurt. Tamar Goren fouled in the midfield and approaching the FC Dallas box, so perhaps a first chance to test goalkeeper Ariana Gutierrez. Free kick to be taken. Looking like this might be a shot from long range. Fired towards goal, and Gutierrez does well to hold on to that one. Goren got a good amount behind that, and credit to Gutierrez for concentration early on, holding on to that one.
Yeah, first few minutes, Frankfurt's gotten a couple of opportunities and kind of dictating the pace so far. Nothing yet offensively for the FC Dallas squad, but man, this is a matchup worthy of the championship game. Talking about the numbers for the first 4 games between these two teams in terms of goals scored, and neither team conceding a goal up to this point. Sets up, should be a instant classic of a championship game. Of course, talking a little bit earlier in the early start this morning, about the growth of girls and women's soccer, and of course this being now the 3rd year, the women's brackets, the Dallas Cup, and to have this big showdown. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's deflected it in. And what an unfortunate start for Eintracht Frankfurt. FC Dallas take the lead. It's going to go down as an own goal. Really, FC Dallas's first foray forward. They won a throw-in, and some really, really unfortunate defending that leads to an own goal here. Not sure. I think it's deflected in off Anna Rettmeyer. Nothing she could do about it. Just trying to block the cross. And what an unfortunate and strange way for Eintracht Frankfurt to concede their first goal of this tournament.
Now you feel for Rettheimer, just trying to make the right play, trying to block it, get out of harm's way, takes an unfortunate bounce, and an offense that doesn't need any help scoring goals gets a gift of a goal to open up the scoring early on in this contest.
That really might settle down any FC Dallas nerves if they had any. It's been a good start for them. Marie Voth gets there first now and challenged in the midfield. No foul given for that challenge on Christine Kilian. That one rides up and hits the hand of Anna Rettmeyer, but nothing given. Marie Voth again, this time losing out in the challenge with Olivia Belcher. But the referee, Jacqueline Metz, adjudges that one to be a free kick. Officials today, Jacqueline Metz, Jennifer Dumaine, Lila Ramash, and Sarieni Vasquez, all from US Soccer. Thankful for them for being here and officiating today. The captain, Trinity Armstrong, drives that one forward for FC Dallas. And they win a throw-in, courtesy of good pressure from Charlie Harris. Rettmeyer will take the throw-in. Header is won by Natalie Hernandez, but it only finds the feet of Pia Munzert. Swept up nicely in that holding midfield position by Isabel Traub, who interestingly has a name that appears to be of German descent, despite playing on this FC Dallas team, up against the visiting Germans from Frankfurt. Kilian offering as an option for the goalkeeper Franziska Schnee, who could do very little at all, just completely wrong-footed by that deflection that gave FC Dallas the lead via the own goal. Belcher to Hernandez, and now there's space to run into down this left-hand side for Charlie Harris. Harris with a ball into the middle, has a chance at the back post, and it's a second for FC Dallas. And inside 7 minutes, the hometown team have snatched control of this one. It was Natalie Wagner running in at the back post, and the smile on her face tells the whole story. A great cross to the back from Charlie Harris. Wagner running off the shoulder of her defender and tucking it past Schnee. And it's FC Dallas 2, Eintracht Frankfurt 0 in the early goings.
Yeah, you look at that replay. There were 3 FC Dallas attackers up on 1 defender. Kind of pick your poison in terms of who goal scorer, who you're trying to get that to, but just perfect passing right on the dot. And early on, 2-0, and it looks like it was just the first goal. Again, that was the first real sniff at the goal that FC Dallas had to get the own goal, and coming right back, perfectly placed pass where, again, you had a couple of those attackers in behind the back line, able to take advantage, already up 2-0.
So it's 2-0 for the hometown team, who have been rampant scoring goals so far this tournament, and they come again. Harris with a great cross to get that assist. Here's Belcher holding it up under pressure from Schultz. She maintains it. Schultz comes back at her though and does well to bring it away. That's great play defensively from Lily Schultz. She has Yara Shoy ahead of her, but instead looks forward for Hanna Sinarovic. She tried to find Shoy but couldn't quite keep it in play. Hernandez in towards Harris, who's been very dangerous in the early goings. Hernandez again, but credit Yara Shoy sticking to her task. Frankfurt with a bit of a break on here. If they play it right, it's a 2-on-2, potentially a 3-on-2. Mezger coming up with it, and Josephine Mezger draws a save from Ariana Gutierrez. Good break there when they got the opportunity from Frankfurt. They're going to have to do that quickly if they're going to try and find a way back into this one. Shoy finding Sinarovic and eventually leading to the chance for Mezger. Coming back the other way, that was one well in the midfield by Christine Kilian. Hernandez tucks it away. But Storer immediately trying to feed it in behind. Another chance for Wagner, who's already got one goal. She's returned it to Storer. It's a chance for 3, and it's just wide. What a chance that would have been for Holly Storer, who could potentially have put this one out of reach inside the first 10 minutes.
Just so much speed. Speed kills here for FC Dallas, and golden opportunity right in front, sent it just wide, but tell you what, FC Dallas definitely with the speed advantage in the first 10 minutes of this contest.
And give a ton of credit to goalkeeper Franziska Schnee for flying off her line there and closing down the angle to stop Holly Storer from having an easy shot at goal and just about forcing it to go wide. Free kick for FC Dallas this time. Tamar Goren adjudged to have fouled Natalie Wagner, who again has been extremely active in the early goings with that goal and then creating that chance with the 1-2 for Storer. Free kick on the far side. We swung into the box, and Frankfurt needing to make sure they get first contact on this one. FC Dallas really looking to keep their pedal to the metal here. Swung in right-footed, headed away, and that's a great defensive header in the end to concede the corner, but not allow FC Dallas a chance to add to this 2-goal lead. Belcher will take this one, right-footed. That's driven high and deep into the area. Flicked away again, and Wagner will retrieve it. She turns away from Mezger, who does well to stick to her task, but Wagner keeps the ball. Eventually, she's crowded out thanks to Christine Killian. I think she's shaken up a little bit behind the play and off the field. Killian going down the outside, faced up against Isabel Traub, who sticks with her. But Killian continues to bring it forward, and then somewhat of an aimless drive in the general direction of Ariana Gutierrez's goal. That's Trinity Armstrong with a lovely ball through the middle. Helped on by McClanahan. Storer was approaching the box, tried to return it to McClanahan, but couldn't quite find her. There's Marie Voth, as Frankfurt continue to try and play through the lines. Sinarovic running in behind here, but that's well seen by Ireland Beatty. It falls for Charlie Harris. Storer running through the middle again, but not quite able to connect with that pass.
And one thing sticking out early on, just FC Dallas so quick getting down the pitch. 3-on-2, couple of outnumbered chances early on, but they're placing that ball perfectly on those long stretch passes, able to get, or pressuring that back line of Frankfurt to try and get back in time. It'd be pivotal for Frankfurt just to try and get a little bit of offensive pressure going and not have the field just completely tilted toward your goalkeeper.
Throw-in will be taken by Hernandez. And Nick, you know, we've seen in games like this when a team jumps on you early, it can be very easy to fold and be overwhelmed. And how do Frankfurt avoid that happening to them and trying to stay in this game here?
Well, right there, that's a good job of cutting down that pass. And now take your time, try and set something up, a couple of quick passes like we saw in the earlier game with Solar, what they did to the FC Dallas team. There's a lot of really precise passing to march down the field. Frankfurt trying to get that established now and get a couple of shots in on goal.
Shoy and Goran combining nicely, but eventually Shoy is crowded out. Header won there by Lily Schultz, who's been solid in defense so far. But on the far side, her opposite number 5, Ireland Beatty, tries to bring it away. That's good pressure by Josephine Mezger. And Kiara Gilmore continues to keep things ticking over. I believe that was Traub who poked it forward. Charlie Harris bringing it inside, and it eventually ends up at the feet of Natalie Hernandez. Here's Traub looking for Storer. Holds it up and finds Belcher. Here's Hernandez. Switches the play nicely with her left foot and allows Gilmore to drive into space. That was Storer checking in. And Traub, excuse me, forgive me, it was McClanahan checking in. But that's a great ball out to the right. And all the offside flag goes up. Otherwise, that might have been a chance for Storer in behind as FC Dallas continue to build some very nice pieces of play that are leading to goal-scoring opportunities.
Yeah, they're using their speed advantage, especially on the outside, to just get to the open areas, and then that draws a little bit of the defensive attention over away from the middle of the pitch, and then you have one or two attackers streaking right toward the goal.
McClanahan challenges with Vort. And Frankfurt able to come away with it. Ariana Gutierrez has to come a long way out of her goal there to deny Yara Shoy a shot on target. But every second ball right now is falling to the ladies in gray and red of FC Dallas. That throw-in goes their way as well. Natalie Hernandez takes it, and that's going to be a foul committed by Schultz, trying to pressure Holly Storer from behind. I don't think there was an intentional element to that, but a bit of a tangle of legs led to Storer ending up on the turf. That's Traub driving it goalwards. And Wagner was searching again and lurking in another dangerous position. She's already scored one, looking for a second.
Again, right there, you see that there's 3 gray jerseys in behind the last defender. And so FC Dallas doing a really solid job of getting strength in numbers to the goal. And that one, that time off of the mark, but if it is, make sure the goalkeeper holds on, doesn't let the ball loose, because you got 3 Dallas attackers right on top of you, if that's the case.
Harris down this left-hand side, approaching the box to the back post. Wagner again off the post. And I think that will be a goal kick, and indeed it is. Natalie Wagner nearly getting her brace with a great attempt to the back post, but it just narrowly ends up on the post of the goal instead of in the back of the net. Schnee, through no fault of her own, was beaten all ends up. But that one just cannons off the post and wide for a goal kick.
Not sure how Wagner got that wide open over on that far side, and Frankfurt fortunate that it goes off of the post Would have been an easy third goal rather, but Wagner able to, again, find a little bit of open area. Set herself up for success, and that time just off of the post.
Sinarovic wins it back, and Shoy trying to find her teammate Goren, but unable to do so. Kilian trying to bring it forward, but a miscommunication. And Armstrong able to step out from the back. But that's a really good tackle, as Kilian wins it back. Here's Sinarovic. Held up well by Hernandez, and the FC Dallas girls take it away. If you're joining us late, this is the under-17 girls final at the 45th annual Dallas Cup, presented by Coca-Cola, and it's FC Dallas 2, Eintracht Frankfurt, the visitors from Germany, 0, after an own goal and a Natalie Wagner goal in the first 7 minutes here, with just about 20 minutes now played. Chance in behind for FC Dallas again. That's in towards Storer. Great cutback from McClanahan, but it ends up being cleared behind for a corner to FC Dallas as they search for a third goal here.
That was Lily Schultz able to read that pass and intercept it, clear out of harm's way for the moment. So now FC Dallas will have a chance with a corner kick coming up. Just like you said, 20 minutes elapsed in this championship game. Frankfurt trying to become the first international Dallas Cup girls champion.
Referee stepping in to discuss, I think, Storer and Kilian reigniting hostilities as Storer looked to try and distract goalkeeper Franziska Schnee. That's driven low to the top of the box. Coming onto it and firing the shot wide is Ireland Beatty with her left foot. So Frankfurt have weathered at least the early storm. We know FC Dallas are going to continue to press forward looking for more goals. But after 2 in the first 7 minutes, you worried it could maybe spiral for Frankfurt, who again had not conceded a single goal in their 3 group games or the semi-final before this one, and found themselves 2-0 down in about 420 seconds.
Now, they had slowed down after giving up those 2 quick ones. Of course, the bad break on the own goal, but I haven't really gotten any chances in on Gutierrez on the other side of the pitch.
Swung forward in the direction of Yara Schnee, who appears to have swapped over with Sinarovic. So Sinarovic had started up front, has now moved to the right-hand side, and Yara Schnee, excuse me, has headed through the middle for Frankfurt. There's Hernandez off the crossbar. I don't think it was a shot, but that one from Storer will be. It's tucked home. And it's 3-0 FC Dallas here after 22 minutes. A bit of a crazy goal, all things considered. Natalie Hernandez, I think, was just trying to win a tackle when she drove that one in the general direction of Schnee's goal. It bounced off the crossbar down and was squared by Wagner closely for Holly Storer to tap home. And it's 3-0 FC Dallas.
That's just a perfect pass where, again, you have all the attention over to that far side and a wide open look right down the middle. Third goal, bit of a broken play is, like you said, just trying to go after and win the tackle, ends up going off of the post. And then Storer, the beneficiary of a perfect pass. No chance for the goalkeeper, Schnee, to try and get back to the middle of the goal, and FC Dallas opens up a 3-0 lead. 23 minutes gone by in this championship game.
Callum Squires and Nick Laupius with you here. 3-0 for FC Dallas after 23 minutes in the first half of this one. The girls under 17 championship looks to be heading back to Dallas. There's Wagner again trying to get in behind. She has been unbelievably dangerous in the early goings. McClanahan left it, and it's just fired wide. What an effort that was from Charlie Harris on the turn, swinging her right foot at it, but just dragging it wide of Franziska Schnee's near post.
Now if you're Frankfurt, we were talking about they were starting to weather the storm a bit after going down 2-0, now down by 3. A chance with this free kick to try and boot it down the field and take a little bit of pressure off your back line and your goalkeeper and try and get a little bit of momentum on the offensive side, but FC Dallas doing a good job kind of suffocating any outlet opportunity for Frankfurt.
So we've seen an early change for Frankfurt as Hanna Sinarovic came out of the game and Amira Kalush came in, and she's on the ball right now. Kalush has it knocked away from her as Dallas continue to try and build forward. It's won by Harris, but Shoy steps in nicely, and Kalush maybe a little bit too eager to try and return it to her. Armstrong splits the two offensive defenders and then wins it back again after it returns back to her. So decisive with that play. Here's Olivia Belcher. Charlie Harris on her left foot approaching the box. Harris towards the back post. And McClanahan swung her right foot at it, but couldn't get over it, and it flies over the top of the goal. Another change coming for Frankfurt as Emma Rosenberger is going to replace Anna Rettmeyer. And Rosenberger, it looks like, will trot over here to the right back position for Frankfurt. So 2 changes in this first half. That's a nice turn on the far side. I believe that was Josephine Mesger. Ireland Beatty adjudged to have committed the foul. Frankfurt getting us back underway shortly here. Free kicks taken forward by Vivian Clay. And trying to get there first was Rosenberger, straight into the action. But again, Natalie Hernandez has been exceptional so far in this first half. Her cross-come shot leading to the 3rd goal for FC Dallas, and she there keeping a lockdown defense to ensure no danger comes to her goal. Tamar Goran appears to have gone through the middle for Frankfurt, and that's a giveaway. Here's a chance for Frankfurt. A turn, and cuts it back towards the middle. I think that's going to be offside, and indeed it is. Yara Shoy just trying to find a way through and return the ball to Amira Kalush, but she just strayed into an offside position. And Ireland Beatty brings it the other way for FC Dallas, but she treads on the ball, and the Germans get it back. Kalush trying to get there first. Here's Rosenberger. That's good play. Natalie Wagner with a tackle, and that's actually going to be a yellow card, it seems like, once she's back on her feet. And indeed it is. First yellow card of the game for this challenge. Just escaped her, and I think it was that second hack there that brought Natalie Wagner to the floor. And the yellow card goes to Pia Munzert for that indiscretion.
It's been the closing speed of FC Dallas that's really not allowed Frankfurt to get anything going offensively, and that time it does draw the yellow card. So, again, speed, both sides of the ball.
Here's Harris into the box, onto her right foot. Great save. What a save that is. Franziska Schnee has had very little chance with with any of the 3 goals that she's conceded so far. But that was a fantastic save, flinging out a left arm to deny Charlie Harris's drive to the back post.
Almost had a goal on the rebound as well. One of those attackers cutting right back toward the goal. But yeah, a big save for Schnee, who has, again, had a rough go at it in those 3 goals, not faults of her own. It's been a really solid attack by FC Dallas, and this one just sailing out of play.
Riley McClanahan attacked that one and almost headed it home. But indeed, it was deflected wide. Corner to be taken. Swung in, right-footed towards the near post, and it's fired home. And this time, Riley McClanahan does have the goal, and it's 4-0 FC Dallas with half an hour played here in this final.
And just perfect execution on their second straight corner opportunity. Let's take a look at the replay here. That's right where you want to put it, right on the boot. Easy goal, and again, there's really not a whole lot Schnee can do. Just trying to read that coming from the corner. It's perfect placement, and FC Dallas opens up a 4-0 lead. Still 10 to go in this half.
4-0 for the hometown FC Dallas team, and Riley McClanahan, who's gone close a couple of times, tucking that one home from the corner. And Frankfurt with a real uphill battle here to try and find a way back into this one. FC Dallas in firm control. Storer was fouled, but here's a chance again. McClanahan's in behind immediately. McClanahan for 5. Great save, Schnee. Absolutely great goalkeeping in the end by Franziska Schnee, who stuck with that as the quick free kick got Riley McClanahan in behind again, and it was almost 5-0 FC Dallas.
Well, and you don't get to this level as a goalkeeper by letting those kinds of things get you down early on. That's a strong response by Schnee to come out, cut down the angle, make the save, and not surrender the rebound. I'd like to see that, able to battle through what's been a 4 spot in this first half, but to see how now her teammates try to lift her up after that big save, that big sequence. Again, just nothing doing offensively for Frankfurt, and the closing speed of FC Dallas forcing issues.
Trinity Armstrong looking for Holly Storer again through the middle, but this time the offside flag is up. Give Lily Schultz some credit. That was an interesting series of plays. Schultz was initially flagged for the foul in the midfield, and then actually found herself sprinting back to try and disrupt the effort from McClanahan, which eventually led to the save from Schnee. That's Kalush trying to hang on to it. And a free kick goes the way of Frankfurt as Marie Voth was bumped by Holly Storer. Header won there by Traub. Here's Wagner for McClanahan. She has Beatty riding down the right-hand side. Storer, nice turn away from Christine Kilian, who's going to be penalized for that foul as well. And I believe Kilian is getting a talking to, perhaps for the persistent natures of the fouling. And the referee Jacqueline Metz wanting to make sure the message is clear before she allows her to go and for play to restart. Free kick swung towards the box. It was Wagner attacking the near post again. Armstrong with a classy piece of defending there to keep possession. Hernandez. That was Olivia Belcher, but swung in by Harris and headed towards the back post. And again, Schnee has to make a save, this time to maintain this deficit, as much as FC Dallas want to increase it and Frankfurt want to try and trim it. You have to say that so far it has been fairly comprehensive from FC Dallas, with Frankfurt yet to really test Ariana Gutierrez in goal. She's made a couple of decent saves, but not really had any clear-cut opportunities for Frankfurt. Amira Kalush pressuring Hernandez. Yara Shoy trying to chase down Trinity Armstrong, who again is just very cool, calm and collected. Turns it to the far side where Kiara Gilmore is able to open up her body and play it forward. Riley McClanahan. Here's Armstrong. Controlled by Belcher really nicely. Tackles coming in there from Munzert and Kalush, and it leads to a Frankfurt throw-in.
So first 4 minutes of this match, Frankfurt with control, and they had a couple of shots on Gutierrez who made the saves, but ever since then it's been all FC Dallas. Again, speed on both sides of the pitch, shutting down any scoring chances that Frankfurt trying to establish, and then using their speed to generate those offensive chances on the other side, and good for 4 goals.
Shoy trying to win a corner and does just that. So a set piece opportunity here for Frankfurt with just under 4 minutes to play until the halftime break. Looking to see if they can maybe find a way to get a goal back and get back into this game. Josephine Mezger is going to take this corner for Eintracht Frankfurt. Mezger in towards the near post. Armstrong wins the header. She reshapes and drills it back into the middle. But again, that's headed away, I believe, by Gilmore. Kilian. Onto her right foot, trying to find an option, is forced backwards by good FC Dallas pressure. That's Munzert helping it on. Shoy is over there, but Ireland Beatty takes no prisoners and wins a throw-in on the far side. Free kick adjudged for a foul there. 2 Frankfurt players hitting the deck, both looking like they're okay as they drag themselves back to their feet. Armstrong exchanges passes with Gilmore. Kilian couldn't get there, but now maybe there's a chance for Frankfurt to break. Can Shoy get there first? No. Armstrong so quick across the ground, cut down the angle. That one, though, goes astray. Marie Voth trying to maintain possession. It's closed down, and Charlie Harris sends that one for Storer to chase. She's got a chance to run one-on-one. That was well defended in the end by Lily Schultz, who brings it away. Goren fed it back inside, and Voth tried to play it forward in the general direction of Mezger. But Beatty able to shut that door off as well, and every time Frankfurt have tried to break forward. It's felt like FC Dallas have had the answers to the questions. Belcher to this left-hand side for Harris. Did she keep it in? It appears she did. But great play from Emma Rosenberg to come back and take that one away. And in fact, she didn't keep it in play. So it will be a throw-in for Frankfurt down below us, with about 1 minute and 10 seconds to go till, no, forgive me, with about 8 minutes to go until halftime.
Talking about not a whole lot of chances for Frankfurt, it's been really just the fundamentals, positioning, cutting down the angles in that back line. FC Dallas not resulting or not yielding any opportunities for Frankfurt, trying to move it down the pitch. Just can't get through that back line, who's been positioned very well throughout this first half.
Throw-in is taken by Rosenberg, and she receives the ball back after nice play with Goran. Rosenberg trying to attack the penalty area. Kalush had strayed offside again. Shoy was an option as well, but instead it ends up back at the feet of Schultz, and Schultz will win the throw-in off the deflection from Storer. Rosenberg sends it in. She will take this throw in again. Flicked on by Goren. And Shoy trying to pressure. Kiara Gilmore has to swing her leg through it and get it away. Good tackle by Rosenberg, but Kalush can't hold on to it. That's good, strong play by Olivia Belcher in that midfield. She's been impressive so far today. Armstrong. And Wagner with a lovely touch around the corner. But Pia Munset does well to get there first and give it back to the goalkeeper, Schnee. But Schnee can only find Harris. Appeals for handball. Offside flag goes up on the far side. Referee says we'll play on. And Munset tries to turn it away. Frankfurt continuing to be under the cosh of FC Dallas here. Harris out wide for Belcher. Gives it back to Hernandez. It's a scrap in the midfield, and Amira Kalush can come away with it. Finding it to Yara Shoy. But the turnover happens immediately as Natalie Hernandez retrieves possession. Hernandez with a nutmeg, driving in towards the box, and she'll win a corner, I do believe. Yep, she'll win a corner off the tackle from Marie Voth. But again, Natalie Hernandez creating all sorts of problems for Eintracht Frankfurt down this FC Dallas left-hand side.
Again, just always a step or two ahead. It's been the speed of FC Dallas, the story of this first half. They've taken advantage. Now another setup from the corner.
Belcher swings it into the box, headed away, and Frankfurt potentially with a counter-attack opportunity here if they play it right. But look at that recovery pace, and a front flip as well. How often do you see that? Trinity Armstrong showing incredible athleticism on 2 different counts. Recovery speed to get there, and then front flip ability to make sure she does not hurt herself in that fall. 2.5 minutes till halftime.
That did look like, you know, Frankfurt was going to finally be able to get a chance in transition, but he talked about his great athleticism to cut down that angle and able to take a tumble, survive the fall. Ended up drawing the penalty against. Negated that quick up from Frankfurt.
Armstrong. FC Dallas with a chance in behind, but the offside flag goes up. I did think Storer had gone a little bit early. Schultz maybe didn't hear the whistle, but continued to play through the conclusion of that play one way or another. Certainly looking a tad frustrated, but you can see there a little bit of pain on Holly Storer's face after she took that hit, but no real harm done. Fired forward. Not able to get there was Josephine Mezger, and Ariana Gutierrez able to pick that one out of the air.
She hasn't been very busy in this first half. A couple of shots against early on, but since then, teammates in front of her have been making her life easy in this championship game.
Armstrong, Traub, and then Gilmore playing nice possession out of the back. Storer trying to help it around the corner. I thought that might have been offside. Indeed, the flag goes up again. FC Dallas with so many bodies flying forward, sometimes the timing of the run is a little bit of a challenge.
Last couple of tries, it's resulted in offside, but the one-touch passes from FC Dallas really stringing out the Frankfurt back line. There's a lot of precision on those one-touch passes for FC Dallas. Of course, last couple of times result in the offside, but for the most part, been a lethal one-touch passing for FC Dallas.
We are into one added minute of time here at the end of this first half. Nick, we said Frankfurt had started okay in the very early goings, and it was a bit of misfortune that saw them fall behind, but FC Dallas's superiority has told as this half has worn on.
Yeah, and again, it's been a big part for me is speed for FC Dallas. They're getting Frankfurt out of position. That resulted in the other 3 goals. And then in terms of defensively, yeah, they've been able to get back in time and form a bit of a wall to where Frankfurt hasn't been able to get anything going.
Storer through the middle. Is this the cap to the end of the half? Wagner might follow it up. And it is. In added time at the end of the first half, it's Natalie Wagner with a brace. And it's FC Dallas 5, Eintracht Frankfurt 0, as Dallas continue to find ways to score goals. And again, who's surprised to know that Natalie Hernandez was involved? Storer couldn't get there, and Wagner tapped it in at the back post.
Again, it's the hustle. It initially looked like might have been given up on the play, but seeing it gets past the intended target, and able to find another gear to get to that loose ball to tuck it home for the 5th goal in this opening half.
Natalie Wagner with her 2nd, and FC Dallas's 5th, and you can see why. They have scored 34 goals in 4 games before today, and you can take that total now to 39 in 4.5 games. And that'll do it for the first half. FC Dallas 5, Eintracht Frankfurt 0. We'll be back with you for some halftime analysis and the second half very shortly. You're watching the 45th annual Dallas Cup presented by Coca-Cola on YouTube.
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So one bite became two, and two became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger Patty Melt, just like you like it.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you. Me? Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya. The reviews are in, the critics are raving. Even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come beat the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Welcome back to halftime of the girls under-17s final here at the 2024 Dallas Cup. And we are sponsored by the Dallas Sports Commission, Toyota, Puma, Dallas Tourism, and of course, Coca-Cola. And what we have for you very quickly right now is a short video detailing a little bit of the history of the Dallas Cup. We'll take a step aside and show you that, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, world, to my hometown in the 2024 Dallas Cup. I'm Weston McKinney from the U.S. Men's National Team. I'm very excited to be joining the Puma family, and I'm wishing you guys all the best of luck in this tournament. Hopefully you guys form a lot of connections with many different cultures and people. And make sure you guys stop by Soccer Corner's tent to pick up the latest Dallas Cup Puma gear. See you guys.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya. The reviews are in, the critics are raving. Even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it. She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2, and 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
Tacos.
Can Billy come out to play?
Yes! Woohoo!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Welcome back. It's halftime here between FC Dallas and Eintracht Frankfurt in the under-17s girls final here at the 45th annual Dallas Cup, presented by Coca-Cola. Callum Squires and Nick Laupius with you here today. And Nick, it's been comprehensive for FC Dallas at the end of this first half, a 5-0 lead, as we're going to take a look at some of the first half highlights here from this one.
Yeah, so it started out Frankfurt the first 5 minutes or so. They looked to start controlling things, and then this one, the own goal, really started FC Dallas's run as they got the speed going, just kind of coming through the middle, a whole lot of opportunities. And then this pass over to the far side, that one goes off of the post, but FC Dallas just getting a whole lot of opportunities from different ways. This one off of the post, and then a little pass right back to the middle, able to connect. But it pregame I was talking about, was interested to see how Frankfurt will start the first 10 minutes or so against that FC Dallas attack, and Frankfurt actually started out with some chances offensively, but then only took about 5 minutes or so for FC Dallas to start finding their offensive rhythm, and they were coming in waves very often on that Frankfurt goal in that first half for a 5-0 lead. And there's really been nothing to write home about offensively for Frankfurt other than those first 5 minutes, because that back line for FC Dallas, they haven't had a whole lot to do, but the few times they've been challenged, been able to knock the ball away and send it back the other side. Nothing going for Frankfurt offensively.
We are going to step aside again for a couple of minutes here as we get ready for the second half between FC Dallas and Frankfurt. We will be back with you very shortly for the second half here from Toyota Stadium.
Can Billy come out to play?
Yes! Woohoo!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2. And 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya! The reviews are in, the critics are raving. Even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's, the best pizza value anywhere.
Welcome back here to Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas, as we are getting set for the start of the second half between Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany and FC Dallas of the United States. The under-17s girls final here at the 2024 Dallas Cup, the 45th anniversary of Dallas Cup, presented by Coca-Cola. In a beautiful day here in Frisco, wind blowing, but sunny and relatively clear skies. Callum Squires and Nick Laupius here with you this afternoon. And it may look one-sided on the scoreboard, but it has been competitive on the field. And we will see how Frankfurt go about trying to break down this FC Dallas backline in the second half. We have a change in goal for Frankfurt, as Franziska Schnee has been replaced by Sofia Gonzalez-Wentz.
And those, that first half, you can't place the blame on the goalkeeper, Schnee. Couple, of course, you have the first one being the own goal, but a few of those, a breakdown of coverage in front of her, not able to make up for what has been the defensive struggles in front. But kind of a message to the rest of the team when you put the new goalkeeper in there. And excited to see what Frankfurt has been able to draw up during the intermission on a couple of different ways to try and combat the closing speed of FC Dallas. That's been the big key in terms of defense for FC Dallas, is just not allowing any of the ball carriers for Frankfurt any time or space to try and generate some passes up the pitch and toward the FC Dallas goal. So we'll see how they are able to combat that closing speed that FC Dallas has shown off in that first 45 minutes.
Back underway here for the second half, and Traub swings it out to Hernandez immediately. FC Dallas underway. And we have a second substitution for Eintracht Frankfurt as well, which we will get to you in just a couple of minutes here. Yara Shoy was the second replacement for Frankfurt, and she's been replaced by number 19, Joya Vala. So 2 changes for Frankfurt, none for FC Dallas. And the second half is back underway. Armstrong and Gilmour swinging it round, and plenty of control in possession from FC Dallas, as we saw throughout that first half. Amira Kalusto nicks one off the toes of Gilmour, but can't quite connect the return pass from Pia Munzert, who is still on that yellow card following a challenge in the first half. That one's driven forward for Wagner to chase. And coming across to help sweep up is Vivian Clay. Armstrong taking a touch out of her feet and driving it forward over the top. Clay has to chase back under pressure from McClanahan, who's been everywhere so far for FC Dallas, including scoring one of their 5 goals.
Start the second half, FC Dallas wasting no time putting pressure back again on Frankfurt in that back line.
That's going to be a foul and a free kick in favor of Frankfurt, as Marie Voth, excuse me, was taken down by Isabel Traub. Charlie Harris continuing to be busy in possession for FC Dallas. Armstrong bringing it forward. Diagonal pass is held up well by McClanahan. Harris, though, straight offside. It could have been actually against McClanahan when she received the ball, but one way or another, Frankfurt will take it back following the offside call. A number of substitutes warming up for both teams down below us. I count 5 for FC Dallas and another 3 for Frankfurt. Looks like FC Dallas may be poised to make one of their first changes of the afternoon.
Yes, FC Dallas team currently 11-0 in ECNL play, so they've been dominant throughout the entire season, not just this tournament. We're showcasing more of that this afternoon, talking about a couple of those players on the under-17 national team on this roster, and they've been living up to every part of the accolades coming into this tournament. Frankfurt trying to sustain a little bit of offensive pressure. They won't get any help from that call.
That one's driven forward. I think McClanahan was in an offside position again, although this time the flag stays down, in fact. McClanahan approaching the box on her right foot, takes the shot, and that's the first piece of action for the new Eintracht goalkeeper, Sofia Gonzalez-Wentz, who dives to her right and denies that shot to maintain the scoreline as it is. So Gonzalez-Wentz Now boots it to the halfway line. Too high for anyone over there to grab it.
Looks like FC Dallas making their first substitution of the match.
So Martinez will replace Belcher for FC Dallas. Back underway with Frankfurt scrapping for it in the midfield. Lily Schultz steps in and finds Amira Kaluch, who gives it back to Schultz. A run through the middle was being made into a dangerous position by Tamar Goren, but not able to connect a pass right there and then.
And again, this Frankfurt team, they put up some big numbers themselves. A plus 15 goal differential coming into the semifinal game. Just trying to get any inkling of momentum offensively, but again, it's been the positioning and the speed of the defenders of FC Dallas, and quickly move it up to midfield and now on the other side of the pitch.
Charlie Harris in behind, tries to cut back. That's actually very good defending in the end by Rosenberg, but here's McClanahan streaking through the middle. McClanahan, great save by Vence, but Stora's there, and it ends up in the back of the net, and it's 6-0 FC Dallas. Holly Stora again turns it home, and FC Dallas continue to add to their goal tally for this tournament. It was great play by McClanahan, a good save to her credit from Gonzalez Vence, but Holly Stora was Johnny on the spot and able to turn it home.
Again, just the speed at which they marched down the pitch, resulting in that play, and some great defending moving in, but sticking with the play, getting the shot on by McClanahan. And the initial save by Gonzalez Wentz. A follow-up chance, not much the goalkeeper able to do about the second chance opportunity, and 6 up on the board for FC Dallas, who are again been able to score in a variety of ways this afternoon.
Stora adds another, and FC Dallas continuing to control things. Back underway. The dominant pairing of Gilmore and Armstrong continuing to dictate the tempo from their centre-back positions. Armstrong, in fact, actually asking for more movement from those in front of her. Martinez trying to get involved. That one was a nice idea from Traub to try and feed that one in behind, looking for an incisive run from Harris, but not quite able to connect on it. Free kick for Frankfurt down below us. Christine Kilian will take this, drives it forward right-footed, and forces Gilmore to flick a header back in the general direction of Ariana Gutierrez, who, without much stress, is able to claim that one.
Hasn't had a whole lot to deal with back there this afternoon. Easy go of it for us. FC Dallas up 6-0. Again, talking about this tournament, starting the Girls Invitational, starting in 2021. Frankfurt coming in, still no international club has won. FC Dallas trying to make sure that continues, up 6-0.
Looks like we will be fouled down below us, and yells for a yellow card potentially for that foul by Ireland Beatty on number 16, Josephine Mezger, but not awarded by Jacqueline Metz, our referee. And Nick, you made a good point. Still no international team has won a Dallas Cup Girls Invitational since its inception 3 years ago, but we may not have to wait long to see another chance, with the under-19s final coming up here, slated for kickoff at 2:05 after this one. Maybe slightly after that time, considering we are at 1:20 right now with still 35 minutes to play. But the slated kickoff time of 2:05 between the Australia girls schools team, who would obviously have a chance to claim an international crown, and another FC Dallas team in that under-19s final.
Obviously very cool, and you get the international teams coming in, and Australia, that's quite a ways away. Quite the travel for them, but a cool experience for those teams. Now, obviously, Dallas wasting no time. Oh, okay, they were trying to sneak something in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the referee wasn't going to let that one go. The foul had been committed by Christine Killian, and she was still receiving a talking to. But here is a change for FC Dallas, and perhaps protecting her from a yellow card. Ireland Beatty is going to be withdrawn by FC Dallas, and she's going to be replaced by Sofia Rodriguez Bustos for this final 35 minutes of action.
Leading the match, number 5, Ireland Beatty. Entering the match, number 22, Sofia Rodriguez.
And I think you make a great point there, Nick. You know, it's definitely a long way to come from Australia. You know, I know from former college teammates that's maybe a 15, 16, even 20-hour flight, depending on the flight path. And credit to them for coming and giving a good account of themselves and making it all the way to the championship game. Certainly not a quick trip from Germany either for these Eintracht Frankfurt girls, and their fans have been present here down below us. And even just from reading the YouTube comments on this stream, I know there's a ton of Eintracht Frankfurt fans tuned in back home in Germany watching us right now, about 7:22 p.m. local time in Germany. So, guten Abend to all of you, and thank you for joining us this evening.
Now, you were saying a little bit earlier you took German in college, correct?
Don't expose me, Nick. Don't expose me.
Never mind,
Allegedly.
never mind.
Once upon a time, I could speak a few words.
I was just going to ask anything in the chat on the YouTube stream. Could translate.
It's been a little while. I'm rusty, but a few phrases here and there. Amira Kalush sweeps up, but coming the other way were FC Dallas until it's nicked back by Vivian Clay, and Pia Munset feeds it to the far side, but Kalush can't get a toe on it. That's great play in the midfield. Driving forward again from McClanahan. Wagner looking forward, falls to the feet of McClanahan. Has Storer ahead of her straight, but instead tried to play it cross field, and this one will fall to Storer. Charlie Harris is in the middle if she can find her with a cross. That's in towards Harris. It's well defended, but it's going to drop for Wagner. Wagner with a chance for a hat-trick. And great save. Sofia Gonzalez-Vence with a very nice save.
That's perfect positioning. Gonzalez-Vence able to make that one look easy. Prime chances against since starting the second half. But again, it's just always 2 or 3 attackers in the box for FC Dallas when they get it toward the goal, and it's not just been one and done opportunities. It's the initial shot, save, or ricochet, and there are 2 or 3 attackers right in the vicinity looking for that second chance.
Chance for Frankfurt at the other end, though. It gets past the goalkeeper, Gutierrez. It was Tamar Goren in there causing trouble, but it was good defensive cover. And FC Dallas escape a dangerous moment. For the first time, really, Armstrong and Gilmore were breached. And here's another sub for Eintracht Frankfurt as Pia Munset, perhaps again self-preservation on that yellow card, being withdrawn. And she is being replaced by number 8, Letizia Knapp. So Knapp comes in. And we are back underway. That one's immediately in behind for Wagner, who really is searching for her hat trick at this point. Gonzalez Wentz denied her already and claims that one as well. That's Sofia Rodriguez Bustos playing it down the line for Wagner, who continues her tirade down this right-hand side. Josephine Mezger arguing that it maybe should have been her ball, but instead we'll get a substitution. And FC Dallas shuffling their pack, replacing Charlie Harris. Is going to be Samira Minor, number 3. And Harris has been dangerous all day long, but Minor will replace her now. Free kick goes the way of Frankfurt down there. Excuse me, goes the way of FC Dallas. Some discussions between a couple of the players down there about that decision. And this will be a chance to put a ball into the box for Isabella Martinez, who joined proceedings early in the second half with about 28 minutes still to play here. 6-0 FC Dallas. Martinez drives it into the middle. Armstrong went up and I think got a touch to it. And indeed, it just drifts wide and will be a goal kick for Frankfurt.
Sofia Gonzalez-Wentz has looked really solid since coming into this match. In the second half, a couple of really good shots against. Another rush coming back her way.
Samira Minor looking to get involved quickly. But taken away from her as Emma Rosenberg on the far side. Sweeps up the danger. Rosenberg will now take this free kick. As a foul for a challenge on Mezger, I believe. Excuse me, that was Joya Vala who hit the floor. Gordon turns it on for Rosenberg. Here's Vala again. That's Storer. Chance to turn it on. If she can hold her run, she could be in here, and they were on completely different pages. I think that was a situation where Wagner really thought she was in if the ball was played out wide, and instead Martinez was trying to play it centrally, expecting a diagonal inward run. Didn't quite get one. But here comes McClanahan again. Martinez ahead of her. Gets her toe to it, pokes it through. Is this onside? Flag stays down, and it's another goal for FC Dallas. It's 7-0. It was great play through the midfield, and a nice finish in the end. And FC Dallas adding to their goal tally. I believe Storer may have put the finishing touches on it.
Just outworking the back line. Again, the initial pass and the two Frankfurt defenders closing down, make the one-touch pass to the eventual goal scorer. It's just been precision passing which resulted in the scoring chances for FC Dallas. They cash in yet again, close to offsides. The flag stays down. And they take advantage for a 7 spot.
Storer the scorer again. And it's 7-0 FC Dallas in this championship game that has ended up going entirely the way of the hometown team. Give Frankfurt a ton of credit, though. They are continuing to come forward and still fighting on in this game, even though the outcome certainly appears to no longer be in doubt. Corner for Frankfurt will be taken by Josephine Mezger on the far side.
I believe that's only the second corner attempt for Frankfurt.
Amira Kalush came flying in, but didn't direct the ball goalwards, and it'll be another goal kick.
Has some more substitutions coming up. Looks like for Frankfurt. Lisa Anton coming in, it appears.
So as Vought comes out, Lisa Anton into the game. Great experience for these Frankfurt young ladies as well, coming over here and enjoying this experience. Mezger challenged by Rodriguez Bustos.
Yeah, these are the kind of trips, the experiences you always take with you. It's a great bonding experience with your teammates, your coaches. Come out and get to play, get some really good competition, maybe make some friends with some of the other teams. This championship match not going the way that they intended, but I'm sure very happy with the experience overall out here. Of course, they played great during the preliminary matches, the semifinal round. And getting always cool to get a chance to go out and explore different country and go out and travel with teammates and friends.
Isabella Traub to the far side. That's a ball in behind for Samira Minor. Flag stays down. Minor miscontrols it and has to readjust a little bit. Natalie Hernandez returns it to her. Minor approaching the edge of the area now, and that's good recovery defending from Emma Rosenberg, but does concede the corner as we are halfway through the second half here. 7-0 FC Dallas.
Again, getting to talk to some of the staff puts on this event, always very cool. And it just kind of adds to the prestige of this tournament. You have a handful of international teams making their way, descending their way to the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Headed away at the near post by Clay. Frankfurt looking to try and launch a counter-attack, and Mezger wins another throw-in. Letizia Knapp thought about taking it and then leaves it for her captain, Clay. Goren to Mezger. Clay gets it back. Here's Goren, leaving it for Schultz. Rosenberg, though, unable to keep it in on the far side as Schultz and Rosenberg on slightly different wavelengths with that passing sequence. Minor to McClanahan, skips past one and another. McClanahan probably fouled there, continues with her jinking feet into the box. Rosenberg forces her wide, but she plays it to the top of the box, and it's hooked away. And now Josephine Mezger with a chance to drive at the back. They are outnumbered 3-4, but looking through the middle for Kalush. And again, Trinity Armstrong, right place, right time. She's been imperious at the back tonight. Natalie Wagner for Rodriguez Bustos. That one's through for McClanahan, who is offside this time. Gonzalez Vence was quickly off her line anyway. But again, great interchange in that midfield by FC Dallas.
Now starts again with their center backs turning the ball over and pushing it back up the other side of the pitch, and then using their speed. That time just offside, but it just happened so quickly. FC Dallas able to get the stop defensively and quickly turn it back to the other side.
Great reverse pass, almost found Samira Minor. It was a nice idea by Isabella Martinez, but here eventually is Minor into McClanahan. Can she return it to her? Instead, it goes back to Martinez. Wagner is outside her, but Martinez takes a shot and forces Gonzalez-Vents to palm that one round the post. I think that may have been drifting wide anyway, but Gonzalez-Vents couldn't take the chance, and it's another corner for FC Dallas.
Try and maybe get a better look from this angle, but definitely starting to steer wide. But yeah, like you said, can't take that chance, and better safe than sorry. And see what FC Dallas draws up on this next corner.
Armstrong fired goalwards and poked wide. Another chance for McClanahan to add to the goal scoring, but not doing. Substitution for FC Dallas, and she's not going to get her hat trick today, Natalie Wagner, but she's been fantastic, scoring twice and contributing so impactfully to this dominant FC Dallas scoreline. And she's going to be replaced by number 7, Sydney Smith, who was helpfully marked without a number on our roster initially, but glad we had that confirmation from the PA announcer. So Sydney Smith into the game in place of Wagner. Corner kick swung in. It's going right towards the back post, and that was a great service, but all the way through, evading everybody, and out the backside for a goal kick to Frankfurt. Frankfurt trying to fashion an opportunity here. Goren still keeping things ticking over in the midfield. Here's Clay, has Mezger with her, but under pressure from Sydney Smith, has to send it forward in a more direct route. Knapp and Kalush are still lurking to try and find a chance. Oh, Clay took a bit of a bang on the shin there from Sydney Smith. I don't think there was anything intentional, but certainly a hefty challenge, and she's staying down holding her legs, so let's make sure that she gets the treatment she needs. I think we're going to see I thought we were going to see the physio come onto the field, but instead Clay, tough young lady, able to shake it off and get back to her feet with just a shade over 16 minutes still to play here.
That's pretty impressive, able to walk that off and stay out there. Of course, the very tough athletes out there on the pitch.
Minor in behind, and flag is up for what looked like a fairly comprehensive offside decision there.
Again, they waste no time moving it up the field. And they know exactly where they're going. The communication has been phenomenal. So they know where each intended target, where they're intending on going. Put the ball right in position. And for Frankfurt, for the most part, been just kind of a step behind defensively. But now a chance moving up the other way.
Mezger tries to turn away, and that's good defending by Rodriguez Bustos down below us. And again, we've said this repeatedly, but Frankfurt, to their credit, have stuck willfully to their task of trying to find a way to break down this FC Dallas back line. Clay. There's Knapp, takes a shot. Gilmore in the way with her back, almost blocked it with her shoulder blades. Mezger not going to be able to keep that one in. And a Frankfurt attack fizzles out.
We saw in the game before this one, of course, the Solar able to go the entire tournament without surrendering a goal. Now this FC Dallas team trying to do the same. All credit, again, to back line not allowing a whole lot of chances on their goalkeeper.
Here comes Storer. She's already been on the score sheet a couple of times. Here's Sydney Smith. If she could turn it, she has a free runner at the back post. It was McClanahan, but that's a great piece of defending. Frankfurt again continuing to fight on. And we'll give a ton of credit there to, not sure exactly, I think it was Lisa Anton with that tackle, and Vivian Clay in the area as well. Christine Kilian standing in front of her goalkeeper, trying to protect her from the attentions of Samira Minor. Corner coming from the far side for FC Dallas. Swung into the near post. Armstrong attacked it. It's still alive in the box. And eventually Mezger is able to clear it away. Storer trying to prevent the counter-attack. Oh, and that was unlucky. It was a nice turn from Knapp. That one's put back into the box. Chance on the turn. I think it was Minor who was there. But here comes Mezger the other way. Rodriguez Bustos steps in. And FC Dallas continuing to press forward. Rosenberg clears it away. And Valle can't quite connect the pass. Schultz has Mezger to her left. Instead pokes it right and gets it back on a lovely 1-2. Kalush is clearly offside. Not sure why the pass went in that direction. Knapp and Mezger were the options. But here's McClanahan round the corner for Storer. She has Minor. Minor looked to me to be offside, and indeed the flag goes up. She just left a couple of yards too soon. But FC Dallas again scything through the defense like a knife through butter when they have the right opportunity.
Now they made it look easy all throughout what has been a stout Frankfurt defense coming into this game, but FC Dallas, like you said, making it look easy.
Kilian exchanging passes with her goalkeeper. Oh, and that's a tough situation to be played into for Tamar Goren, who just about escapes it with the help of Rosenberg under pressure from Samira Minor. That's through the middle. Storer again creating chances. McClanahan trying to get involved. Minor wins it back from Rosenberg. Martinez and Smith have both looked dangerous in this second half since coming into the game. Gilmore and Armstrong again with the luxury of playing in the Frankfurt half right now as FC Dallas continue to maintain dominance in possession. And it's just as I say that, they give the ball away. Amira Kalush. Knapp ahead of her. Looked like that could have been handball on an attempted pass from Joya Valle, but nothing given. McClanahan sees eyes in her back of her head. Here's Hernandez approaching the box. They've got runners front, they've got runners far. It's Storer again, and another great save. Sofia Gonzalez-Vence with another, must be maybe her third, fourth, or fifth save in this second half of note. And that would have been a hat trick for Storer.
Again, another point-blank opportunity on Vence, who's able to make this one look easy. Just square to the shot. Is able to get those hands up. An easy save has looked really, really sharp coming on in this second half. Like you said, about 5 saves of note she's had so far.
Rodriguez Bustos will take this corner with her left foot. Swings it in towards the center, and it's headed home. And there is the 8th goal for FC Dallas. A great corner kick swung in. And the powerful header ends up in the back of the net. I think it was Gilmore who got there in the end. And it's fired home for another goal for FC Dallas. And it's Dallas 8, Eintracht Frankfurt 0. I'm trying to decipher if it was Traub or if it was Gilmore. And indeed, it was Isabel Traub who heads that one home. Nick, a great corner and an even better header.
Oh, no, and Wentz just taking her eye off for a moment. Able to roll just wide, but yeah, again, with a couple of those corners, been perfect execution in terms of setting up right in that far, or that back post, and then able to go airborne and knock it home. Traub with the goal. Just perfect execution, and they'll get another chance just a few seconds later. And see if Frankfurt can make a couple of adjustments on this next corner.
So it's Rodriguez Bustos again with another dangerous one in towards the near post. She almost tried to score from the corner, but instead it lands on the roof of Gonzalez-Vence's net. Goal kick for Frankfurt.
That's a tough one to give up for Wentz on the header goal. It looks so sharp in this second half, and that was just a perfectly executed corner. FC Dallas again not letting up, just continuing to have a stranglehold on the Frankfurt back line, not allowing him to move up toward midfield.
Throw in goes forward. That one's sent forward for Kalush to chase. She might be onside here. Oh, she's not. I thought she was going to get there first, and she just about did. But the offside flag on the far side went up to deny Frankfurt a real chance at their first goal of the day.
Just that kind of afternoon for Frankfurt, coming close to a couple of scoring chances, just not going their way this afternoon.
Storer with a ball in behind. Sydney Smith chasing it. Vivian Clay has to get there first. She does really well, the Frankfurt captain. Still under pressure by Smith. And it will end up as a throw-in to FC Dallas. What a ball that is. Oh, it was just unlucky. Smith thought she was in behind. Lovely idea from Isabella Martinez, but the ball just taking a skip off the surface and rolling behind for a goal kick. Gilmore with Armstrong to her left, as she has been all day. We approach the final 6 minutes of action here. Gilmore. That one's fed through. Clay mops it up. Gilmore again with Armstrong.
Well, here inside the final 10 minutes, of course, Frankfurt with a great tournament. Had a decent start to the game. That own goal really just started to unravel. But, I mean, you take a look and just makes it that much more impressive in this championship game. What FC Dallas has been able to do is now they come right back in.
Samira Miner streaking down the left-hand side, has Stora in the middle. Great defensive work there by Lily Schultz, who, to her credit, has defended exceptionally all day long. Been unable to stem the tide of FC Dallas pressure at times. Amira Kalush continuing to chase some lost causes.
But for FC Dallas, you know, it hasn't been anything too flashy. It's just been real kind of workman-like performance. Just come in, doing their job. Each person out there doing their job. Uh-oh, we got injured player.
Yeah, I think on the header, looks like perhaps came off the wrong part of her head. Christine Kilian taking a blow to the top of the head there. We'll hope she's okay. Perhaps there's Texas Sun playing a role as well.
Yeah, it's starting to warm up here in the later part of March, but yeah, not really a cloud in the sky. Some good wind coming in. Perfect weather, of course, had some storms blowing in Sunday that postponed a couple of those games Monday. Kind of messed with the schedule, but shout out to all the organizers and the volunteers for this Dallas Cup. Did a good job to make sure everything stayed on track, even with those delays. But yeah, when you're out there running around for 86 minutes in the Texas sun, that's never a great recipe for success.
No. And with about 3 minutes left of this game, it's good to see Kilian able to share a laugh with her teammates as they are recovering and getting ready to continue. Looks like she's going to be okay. Discussions down there with the coaching staff of Frankfurt. Wolfgang Schmidt, Mario Schieferstein, and Nicole Schleicher, the medical staff, and manager Jürgen Müller. And for FC Dallas, should give the shout out to Angel Lavender, Gareth Evans, and Matthew Grubb, the leadership team of this exceptional FC Dallas ECNL under-17s team, who are mere seconds away now from clinching their championship this week. And Layla Thompson is replacing the exceptional McClanahan for the last few minutes here. Thompson into the central position that McClanahan was taking up for most of today's game. Kalush and Mezger exchanging passes. Forward chance for Kalush maybe, and it deflects straight through to Gutierrez. Frankfurt continuing to press. It would be great for them to see if they could find a way to get a goal here in the last few minutes. Schultz trying to step away from Thompson, perhaps trying to do it all herself here. Frankfurt approaching the penalty area. That's Kalush laying it off. Excuse me, it was Kanap laying it off. Kalush approaching the back post. But Thompson's able to counter-attack. Steps away from Rosenberg, who definitely seems to have tired later on here. Samira Miner on this left-hand side gets past Rosenberg, who does really well to recover. And it's swept away by Lisa Anton. Armstrong making sure she keeps this clean sheet. And Ariana Gutierrez, as we've alluded to, Nick, not really tested today as we're into the 90th minute. So, Nick, just your final thoughts on what is going to be a comprehensive FC Dallas victory.
Again, just kind of domination in all facets of the game. There's an example right there is Frankfurt trying to move up past midfield, not able to do so. But it all started, Frankfurt started out looking solid, and then just the own goal opened the floodgates. FC Dallas seemed to get extra kind of whiff of confidence with the opening goal, and they never looked back, but they've scored in a whole variety of different ways. And again, for Gonzalez, has not had to do a whole lot back there. And she'll be able to kind of coast her way to this championship victory. And how about for FC Dallas, going to go through this entire tournament through this field? Looking pretty good right now that they won't be surrendering a goal. As there's the final whistle.
And that's going to do it. FC Dallas 8, Eintracht Frankfurt 0. And I think you can see the exhaustion on the Frankfurt players as 5 of them make that 6 immediately drop to the turf after playing a tough game in this heat. Credit to FC Dallas checking on their opposition. And they will take the trophy. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes here and be back with you for the trophy presentation. You're watching the Dallas Cup on YouTube.
Can Billy come out to play?
Yes! Woohoo!
The all-new Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2. And 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya! The reviews are in, the critics are raving, even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese, it's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true. But the best part of CC's is you, and you, and you.
Me?
Keep up, Doc. Dive right into my wondrous buffet. When it comes to pizza, you know that I slay. These desserts were made for stacking, like these games were made for whacking. Uh-oh, see ya! The reviews are in, the critics are raving, even the super specific pregnancy craving. So come feed the band and pull up a chair. CC's the best pizza value anywhere.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese? It's the exact right amount of